Hi everyone, it's James from Eurovision Ireland back for a new series of Reviewing 2. Can you believe it? It's been 5 whole years since the first series of Reviewing 2. Half a decade. As always, we know that your time's precious, you don't have time to sit there watching reaction videos all day, so Eurovision Ireland likes to make it as easy as possible, 2 minutes or less on every single song heading to the Eurovision Song Contest, which is of course coming to us live from Malmö in Sweden. Sit back, relax, enjoy the videos, let me know in the comments below if you agree or disagree. Just remember, never any hate, just a difference of opinion, and let's be united by music. It's time for the Eurovision Song Contest 2024. Next up we have Czechia, Aiko and Pedestal. Now, this was the first national final of the series, and I kind of use the term loosely when it comes to Czechia because their national finals are sort of not a national final in the traditional sense of it, so that's why I always sort of say national final. The one thing I do love about Czech Eurovision entries is they're very difficult to pin down. And what I mean by that is certain countries fall into certain tropes and certain sounds. We sort of hear very similar things over and over again. Czechia's back catalogue is a lot wider. It goes into a lot of different genres, which I've said in previous review twos, I think is very commendable, and I think that's something countries should aspire to. Listening to this song, I really enjoyed it. It's got quite an indie feel to it, sort of a bit 90s, a bit grungy, a little bit punkish in there. I love the message of the song, learning to put yourself on a pedestal, love yourself, and sort of not sacrifice yourself for other people, which I think is really important. It's something that a lot of people need to learn, so I think that's a message that's going to go down really well. The one thing listening to it, I was like, oh, she swears rather a lot during this song. And of course we know swearing on the Eurovision stage is a big no-no, so I'll be curious to see how they sort of revamp that to take out some of those words. And I know there are at least a handful like you there watching this video thinking, when did she swear in it? Yeah, certain things that she says. I know non-native speakers of English throw these terms around, but technically they are swearing, so that's always an interesting one. What do I think this is going to do at the contest? I think this has the potential to do well. Now, I don't see it as an outright winner, but it is in the second semi-final, which I think is a slightly easier one to stand out in. So I think she performs well. It's got quite a unique sound. I think it's got a slight retro feel to it, which sounds weird to say as, I remember the 90s, so it's not that retro to me. But I think it's the kind of thing that can stand out. It will have its fans, people gravitate towards it. Once it gets to a Eurovision final, I think anything over mid-table will be ambitious. But I still think it's a great addition to this year's lineup, and I just love seeing what Czechia throw into Eurovision because it's always something different, and as I've said, I just think that's really commendable, something to be aspired to.